Word Cousins family, man, what's the word? Your boy is up in the park and everything like that, man. Bright and early, this rising. I feel like nowadays, right, it's more imperative to have mental peace, right, rather than what physical slavery. I mean, I don't know if it's slavery, but to have peace within is to have peace without. Because you can always go without if you have peace within. But if you only have peace without, meaning if you only have peace, in the matrix terms, like you got you a car, you got you a crib, you got you a pretty stable job and whatever like that. That's what a person from the outside looking in would call peace, right? Because everybody in this reality is trying to get, rags to riches. Everybody trying to live the American dream, right? Rather than having inner peace, right? And that inner peace, for real, it comes from you just doing shit like this. It comes from you just chilling right next to a tree. Yeah, man, but this is the vibes, though, man. It's the vibes, right? I don't think many people like doing this, man. Like, I literally just noticed how I first started off the video by talking and shit, right? Because I just got away from an environment where it was like chatter, right? But as I come into nature, I can hear better, I can think better, I can have a more sense, or not more sense, but I can have inner peace, right? Like, if y'all rewatch the video, y'all would see how I came in, right? And now it's like I'm not really communicating as much, right? Because that's nature. I'm sure they got termites right here, but I'm at peace, right? I feel good. I feel mentally complete, right? Like, as I can tell, I have a job now, right? I literally quit my job. Took some time off to try to gain inner peace. When I was working, trying to hold on to something, I was trying to maintain what I thought was external peace. But no, trying to maintain external peace would only take a piece from you, because we, as like what human beings, we as spirit, we as soul, we come from the internal, not the eternal. We come from the internal, right? We come from within. It's almost like a black hole, right? We were once a thought, right? Now we are actually conceived, right? We come from within. Like, isn't all our organs and all our important factors of our body within us, right? It's not on the outside of us, right? I mean, I know those sound like very basic, concepts, but it has a lot of truth to it. I feel like that when we actually exist in this world of eternal peace, it gravitates us away from internal peace. understood internally, where everything is already understood, everything is already known, right? Inside of oneself. Like when you listen to a song, right? Just listening to the song, you can literally just listening to the song, right? Your subconscious mind already knows the lyrics, right? Consciously, when we try to sing alone, we don't really know the lyrics. That's because it's something that's missing. It's a piece of something, right? It's a piece of us that's missing, whether it's the actual memorization of the lyrics, or the frequency or the flow in which it's supposed to be sang on, right? It's always something that's gonna not necessarily, my bad, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I know sometimes, man, I be talking and shit, man, and then I realize there's nothing really to talk about because everything's already understood. Let me prop this phone down, because when you want to actually like embody yourself in like silence, you have to let go of the distractions, right? So I'm gonna like post up here for probably about 5 minutes and try to find some internal peace. Have my water, looking at. Always get back to the earth, especially your peace. Breathing helps you connect to your body, right? Breath helps you connect to what is the line between seen and the unseen, right? Breath helps you connect to the unseen, right? When we breathe, we don't necessarily know what we're breathing, right? Some people call it oxygen, some people call it, hydrogen, right? CO2, right? Whatever. But really, it's life force. It's a different type of life force. That's why when we breathe, it connects us to, our body. It connects us to source, right? And if we come from source, and then breathing connects us to our body, then what is that telling you? It's connecting you to the unseen, right? The breath of life was blown into Eve. No, actually Eve had our real, but Adam, right? In the Bible it says that the Most High, or God, blew the breath of life into Adam. He blew into his nostrils, right? It's something about the breath. Like all these things that we take for granted out here, right? We take water for granted. We take air for granted. We take, of course, earth for granted. What else do we take for granted? Fire. Yeah, we take that for granted. Earth, wind, fire. Earth, wind, fire. Then what's the other element? Just forget. Is it ether? Cause I could have sworn in Avatar, didn't they have like 4 different type of, element benders? The earth benders, the fire benders, the water benders. Oh, of course, air. Earth benders, fire benders, air benders. four elements, and then the fifth one is ether, right? So it's like, yeah, this is what I do, right? I was going to say like this is what chosen ones do, this is what earth angels do, but really everybody has their own different outlet on how they come to themselves, right? How they maintain and gain their inner peace, right? We have different ways of doing things. Nothing about us is alike. No one is alike, right? Everybody is different and authentic in their own way, like something. Hey. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? If I was just a average person, I would just say that's just a woman walking her dog. But of course, since I am considered a chosen one, right? Since I am a anointed one, then that most definitely is either a monitoring spirit, an angel, or it's just some type of force in nature, like, you know. And then she's walking with her dog, right? That's symbolism, right? Especially to the trained mind, right? To the trained eye, right? Our third eye, we see signs and symbols everywhere. Like, I didn't even mention the sign that was right in front of me. I am in front of a vacant building, right? I think the address says from here 301. Now, yeah, I know I was born on Friday the 13th. Me sitting in front of something with the numbers 3 and 1 backwards, that's 13. Yeah, I was probably supposed to. I see this little kid that just came peering from out this gate right here. He just looking at me, right? Because our energies, right? Your energy is a magnet. Magnetism increases with authenticity. Trying to be like everybody else does not increase your magnetism to be able to attract something. You cannot be like everybody else. Like attracts like, but like also attracts opposites naturally. So if everybody trying to be like the same person, doing the same shit, then in what way, shape, form, or fashion are you pulling in any energy or pulling in any magnetism, right? Or attracting anything that is valuable and unique to you specifically because of your authenticity. Right? We struggle a lot with that as humans, I guess, right? I even be eerie on saying the word human because I don't even think I'm human all the time, right? Now I feel like I'm human when I get into my lower natures, but when I am in a high vibrational state, I don't consider myself technically human. I would say extraterrestrial because of the energy, right, that is coming within me is from a higher consciousness, right? A lot of the technology that we use, right, is extraterrestrial. Why can't the knowledge be extraterrestrial? And if you embody this extraterrestrial knowledge, would that not make you an extraterrestrial? Because all I think about is extraterrestrial knowledge or higher knowledge. This is very peaceful. I wish I could see what I'm seeing. When I was a kid, I remember so many things that I didn't need to be happy. Like when we are kids, we only need a few things to be happy, right? But it's like as we got older, we started adopting new things to try to soothe the pain that we started feeling as we started, growing up, right? It's like our parents did that too. So it's like, let's all go back to a childlike mind state, right? Where we try to find happiness in the most, what's the word? Where we try to find happiness in the, damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. I forgot the word, but basically small, right? We try to find happiness in the smallest ways, right? Whether it's sitting by a tree, whether it's actually being aware of drinking this water. Maybe happiness comes from awareness and being fully aware of something, right? As we started getting older, our brains started shifting in different places due to our worries, due to our fears and shit like that, right? Of the matrix of the world. We started fearing it, so our minds started changing, right? As we started getting older, we started feeling like that we needed more rather than needing to know more, right? Because to know is what we are already inherently gifted with, is knowledge, right? We know as kids what makes us happy. We know what we want to be when we grow up, right? But the world, literally, what the world shifts us. It shifts our brains, it shifts our minds, it fucks with our emotions, and now we, not coming down here actually doing our purpose. We're trying to be another Jeff Bezos. We're trying to be another, multi-millionaire rather than bring something new to this terrestrial tank or terrestrial plane, right? Earth would be considered terrestrial, right? Inside the earth would be inter-terrestrial. Outside of the earth would be extraterrestrial, right? So, yeah, I guess I'm just living my purpose right now, y'all. Not just telling y'all this, but actually living it. I'm not perfect. I fuck up. I do things that I don't want to do. I tap into my lower natures sometimes, but not often. I'm not a mad or aggressive person. I'm not I'm a very joyful person all the time. Yeah, I go through life like we all do. But really, man, I'm like a chill ass dude. Like, I don't rob from people, I don't steal from people. Right? Even if I did in the past, I have completely forgave myself, and accepted whatever karma that came to me due to what I did. That's why it's like when fucked up things do come to me in life, right? I don't get, mad or lash out simply because it's like, I know I'm not perfect. I know sometimes the Most High, right, will allow the devil to, fuck with you. Whether it's, something that we're not learning, from the outward world or something that we're not learning from our inward world, right? Karma can come from something that you don't get, on a mental level, right? Karma can come from something that you did on the physical level, right? Karma can come from something that you did on a spiritual level, right? That's what we call generational curses. This big ass hand. But that was actually very chilling, man. Thank you, Tree. Thank you. this tree is so big. Like, imagine how many years this tree could have been here. Yep. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the video here, you know, simply because I ain't really got much to say, man. Words really do dilute the message. What we think we're saying, what we think we're trying to say is really always a bit watered down by the words and the, you know, language and shit that we use. Sometimes silence is the best answer. You know, try to be at peace though, Cosmic Family, man. I say.